We are live.
We are live.
Make sure you get that straight.
Boom.
What's going on Facebook?
What's going on Facebook? What's going on I Go Live? YouTube, of course. Welcome. All right, let's get this straight because it's a little crooked. Boom. 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 There it is. We in. We back. We back. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Gentlemen of Crypto. I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay.
And it has been an interesting 24 hours, I would say.
I feel like we've been saying that for the last 2 months.
For the last 2 months has been an interesting however many hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm sure you all are seeing the news and seeing the craziness.
Hello, Crypto Q.
Hey, what's going on, Crypto Q? Thanks for joining. Amy Hoffman, thanks for joining. Everybody, thanks for joining our different channels. Chewy, what's going on? Brenda, thanks for joining. Here to talk another day of crypto. It's been a lot of madness. Before we start, we want to make sure we give away the free Bitcoin from yesterday. Yesterday's winner was, I haven't written down, I gotta go through these notes. A beautiful haze. A beautiful haze. Thanks for commenting yesterday.
Mm-hmm. I tend to kind of agree with what she said, with the price being around 7,000, and then maybe dropping back down to 4,800, just because it's so many people that are trying to get into it right now. The market manipulators that do what they always done. So I tend to agree with that. I don't want to call a moonshot yet, but I have been proved wrong before. I'd rather be wrong with it going up than wrong with it going down. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for the comment. We'll make sure to see that free Bitcoin after this video. As you know, folks, we do give away free Bitcoin every day. A small, tiny portion, just a couple of dollars worth. But after about a few months, those couple of dollars is usually about 30 or 40 bucks and so on. So we have to do a low amount. All right, so what are we talking about today? Besides the obvious.
Well, dump everything. Just sell it. Just get rid of it. If you're scared, just go ahead and sell it now, because I mean, they're not gonna stop. I mean, this is amazing right now. Like some of the people, you know, they thought that the news was fake and that nothing was gonna happen. I personally thought the news is what it is. They'll do what they do, like 2015. They'll probably stop the exchange or make them stop themselves, just to introduce more regulations, get their own, you know, profit out of it, and then the people that want to get into it, they'll buy low. That's what's happening right now.
Cosmin George on Facebook has asked, are we bearish or bullish, with a smiley face? I think it's safe to say we are bullish. Here's the thing. All right, we keep talking about this. We keep alluding to it. There's many things affecting the market. Of course, it's the manufactured FUD of the China government, United States government, governments worldwide. But also what is like really driving the price down more than anything is the majority of people jumping on now for their first time wanting to trade or invest and all that. And they have weak hands. I mean, we said it yesterday, read the white paper.
Just giving it away.
If you don't want to buy Bitcoin right now, if today, after the last couple of days, if you still don't want to buy Bitcoin, you shouldn't be in it. If you're questioning it, you should not be in it. It's not at least as an investor or a trader, anybody trying to make money from it, because it is a fire sale going on. This is a great day right now. It's a great day. I mean, and one of the things we were just talking about, you know, we're tired of calling people out by name. You know, we called Jamie Dimon out by name and a few other people the other day. Today had a whole new host of knowns, you know, people in different industries and CEOs and financial experts. Here's the thing. We're done calling them out by name because we've already been done listening to them, but here's why you should be done listening to them as well. Unless first, all these people like to make money. They all like to make money, all right? Some of them don't care about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. They don't care about the regular stock market. They just want to make money. Yeah. So for every dinosaur that comes out every day and tells you how bad Bitcoin is and how bad cryptocurrency is and how it's going to fail, which, by the way, they all keep saying it will fail after it reaches like some astronomical number. Yeah. But for every person who says that, if they are not shorting the market, they're not, so Jamie Dimon, all these other people, if they're not coming out saying we have our positions where we short Bitcoin, which means we're banking on it to lose, and when it goes down, like it has the last few days, we'll make a ton of money. If they don't come out and say we're shorting it, stop listening to them. Yeah. They're lying. Yeah. I mean, it's plain and simple. I don't want to hear about, I'm tired of talking to people on the sidelines right now. I don't want to talk to nobody on the sidelines. Either you are for crypto and you're bullish, or if you are bearish and you think it's going to fail, then short it and stop talking. Just make your money. You know, it's why are you so angry? You make money either way it goes. So
that's what I tell people. Stop arguing.
Hey, Lee.
At this point in Bitcoin's history, it's proven its utility. It's proven its value. It's proven its usefulness and its resiliency based on the fact that if any other new innovation that didn't have anything to do with cryptocurrency would have come out with this amount of resistance, it would have been gone. I mean, it would have been pushed away immediately. So as far as where we're at right now, like you said before, this is an amazing time. I mean, it may seem weird to y'all, but I'm always excited when bad stuff is happening because that means that on the horizon something's coming. So,
and then to be fair too, once again, while Bitcoin has a short history, if you do look at the history of things, every time Bitcoin hits an all-time high, like I'm not talking like 4,400. I'm talking about when we break those psychological pressures, we hit the 4,000 mark. Every single time it hits an all-time high, this happens. All right. Exchanges start jacking up because hackers.
Last night exchanges was messing up.
Exchanges start. I mean, literally every time. It's happened, I think, 4 times this year. It gets to all-time high. Exchanges jack up because they're getting security threats because hackers are like, all right,
DDoS.
It's time to take the pot. You always have your popular dinosaurs come out and talk about it because they were getting proved wrong. People are asking them the questions, but literally every time it hits an all-time high, it retracts pretty severely too.
Yeah.
So we're just seeing the same thing happen, which means it retracts, it consolidates, and the next one is going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, usually the bigger the dip, the bigger the rise. But somebody said something about McAfee. McAfee he calmly ripped Jamie Dimon a new one because he basically explained to him that what he does is actual work. Like it kind of was like it was kind of a slick way of telling Jamie Dimon, all you do is take people's money and use it for yourself. You take people's pensions and pay yourself. We actually pay for the proof of work that's required by computers and machines to mine Bitcoin, to create an economy, and to actually do it in a way that the market is free market. Like if nobody wanted to buy Bitcoin, nobody would. Obviously, people want to. So whether it's speculators, users, store value, it doesn't matter. He tore him a new one, in my opinion, because he explained it to him in a way that made him seem like what you do is insignificant. You just take people's money and you use it for yourself. So,
like I said,
totally different.
I'm tired of hearing about the dinosaurs. If they don't like it, short it. The bottom line is that you now have you know what? I'm going back to it. I hate to say it. It's almost like the Donald Trump effect. And I'm not, once again, I don't, left or right, don't really care, unbiased. But just looking at the facts, everyone in the United States tried to stop the guy from winning the presidency, and he won it. Right now, the entire world, you have financial experts, you have countries, you have governments, you have huge organizations trying to stop Bitcoin, and it's still over the price of $3,000. Yeah. People, it started off the year like 800 and something. It's still over the price of $3,000 with a organized, concerted effort to kill it.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere, okay? They're just about to buy it low.
Yeah. And I will say with the short it, the people that argue about Bitcoin, trust me, just start saying short it, and you'll start seeing how many people start being quiet. Right. Trust me. They won't put their money where their mouth is. Don't talk to them.
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody on the sidelines anymore. Like that ship is sailed.
Yeah.
I think people just do it honestly to get our opinion sometimes. They just text us some madness or they say something crazy in the news to get a provocation.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
But yeah, so anyway, short it, for the dinosaurs. As far as these Chinese exchanges, which one's saying they're shutting down September 30th, release trading in China?
BTCC. Okay. They have stated that they are closed their exchanges September 30th, which caused a big sell-off. However, what people don't understand is there are a few things that go into this. Yes, there are some people that are scared away, obviously. But there are people who are knowledgeable about VPNs. There are people who are knowledgeable about local Bitcoins, local ways to trade Bitcoin. Also, driving something underground has never decreased the value. If you've ever seen anything, let's just take, let's say in the 20s when liquor was illegal. That was the biggest profit-making time of all time.
That is true.
The more they make drugs illegal, the more people want to... the more they make something seem like it's illicit, you're not supposed to use it, the more people want it. And then, prohibition never works. So if you keep trying to ban something, tell somebody not to use it, for one, young people are always rebellious against older people telling them not to do something. So the more old people keep saying, don't buy this, don't do this, young people are going to be like, he reminds me of my dad. I hate my dad. I'm gonna buy this just because I know.
Yeah, it drives the cost.
It drives the cost up. So yeah, just from a psychological standpoint, forget technical analysis, fundamental, whatever. Scarcity as well, absolutely. Some of the psychological things you got to think going on here is old versus young. Pushing out the old, moving in the new.
Their time is done. All right, it's point blank. I'm happy to say it because this. of this idiocracy we're going through right now, because I feel like if I was in that position, if I was some 50, 60, 70-year-old, whatever, I'll be welcoming new technology and throwing money at it. I mean, it's another way where it's a bunch of people who want to do a bunch of work and figure out the world's problems, and all I have to do is invest a little bit and be quiet.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
And there are people like that. To be fair, some of them are getting pushed back. We were talking about this the other day. Some of the VCs we know in this space, who are very wealthy people, they're being vultures right now. They're definitely being vultures. But hey, at least they believe in it and they're throwing money behind it to push it forward. So I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, it's an interesting dynamic. Another thing we have to hit on, we keep talking about every day, is the debt ceiling. Now, we talked about the debt ceiling. Was that Wednesday?
Thursday.
Today Thursday? Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you're inside, when you're trading people, when you're in the matrix. Yeah. But we talked about the debt ceiling this whole week. We talked about it last week. We've alluded to it. Something happened that I didn't realize until last night. I started doing some more homework. I realized, wait, October, it's a couple weeks away. How come we haven't heard anything about what they're going to do with the debt ceiling?
Been real quiet.
They said they were going to get rid of it, and this and that and the other. Well, after doing some homework, it turns out Friday night. That's right, Friday night when you all are out partying and having a good time. And Saturday college football and Sunday regular. Friday night, President Trump signed a bill to raise the debt ceiling until December. Oh, in the quietness of the night, the bill was passed. The news did do some semi-quick stories on it and let it roll over. So that means the debt ceiling, we won't revisit this again until December.
Exactly.
So, interesting things to note on this one. First of all, the primary reason behind it is, you guessed it, Hurricane Irma, which we call that. When we said the hurricanes in Texas and Florida, that would be the only way they can really finagle it. They did use Hurricane Irma. However, I mean, quite convenient way to save them.
Isn't it weird? They always do the debt ceiling stuff right after hurricane season. Is it just me?
True.
I mean, we know hurricanes come every year. I mean, anybody's been alive.
So why aren't we prepped for it?
So why aren't we prepped for it? And then on top of that, why is there always a big thing about how we're gonna fund it? We have money. Stop acting dumb. I mean, that's what we do. But
All right. So what does this mean for the price of Bitcoin? People, the reason why we were excited about October to begin with is because we weren't sure what they were going to do with the debt ceiling. We said either way it goes, be good for Bitcoin. If they didn't do anything with debt ceiling, then it's a true red flag. We're out of money, and it's about to go down. But by raising the debt ceiling, by raising our credit limit, basically saying, even though we don't have money, we just hit that 20 trillion mark in debt, the highest in the nation's history, and we just raised the debt ceiling after that. That means we are really living on a house of cards right now. Like, I mean, I hate to say, I don't know how much a dollar's worth right now. Yeah. We are living on the house. I mean, it's going to fall down any time. So the reason why we say all that is because the next few months are about to be a great time in crypto, specifically Bitcoin, of course. That's the granddaddy of everything. And once we figure out what's going on with that debt ceiling in December, next year, Bitcoin is taking off. It is taking off.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you've been following us, that's one of the biggest reasons we want to put this content out, so you won't have an excuse in 2018 when it hits 10,000 or whatever, 20 or whatever. But yeah, that's definitely coming.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's the same thing. All we looking at the same story every day. It's almost getting tiring of talking. Like I said, it's dinosaurs who try to drive the price down, who give you every reason not to buy it, but they're not going to short it because they know that would be foolish. You got the news, the new CNBC. Half the time they're on crypto side, the other half the time they're picking up some no-name person. Oh, here's a good one too. The Australian, I'm not sure if he's the finance minister or whatever. One of the ministers in not Australia. One of the ministers in Russia. I think it was Russia's finance minister. One of those guys in Russia, a top level government guy. He finally came out today and said, all right, it's time to stop talking about prohibiting Bitcoin and saying it's illegal and saying it's only for drug dealers, and figure out how we're going to actually move forward with this, because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, a country wrote, which was Holland or something like that. They wrote a whole thing about how Bitcoin was, exceptional, and you shouldn't regulate it, shouldn't try to regulate it. So, I mean, yeah.
Well, and the beauty of that is, like we said, everybody's going to tag team. China, you don't want to, I understand what China's doing. They see the economy is about to collapse everywhere too, and they're like, we don't want Bitcoin leaving our country. That is the primary thing going on. They don't want capital flight happening because that will cripple them from a national security standpoint. Mm-hmm. Got it. But even though they don't want to do it, what happens? Russia picks it up and they're like, all right, we got it. We'll take it. Like, somebody's going to take it. It's money. People are going to take it. So, another thing I wanted to go ahead and throw out there. You know, we talk about coins all the time. Watch out for the pump and dump schemes. I mean, it is high season right now. I think I saw about 6 or 7 different ones this morning alone. Mm-hmm. Be careful about those. If you're already holding certain coins, and you do want to make a quick buck or whatever, you can go ahead, like you said, set those buy and sell limits. Mm-hmm. But just be careful about these pump and dump schemes everywhere. If you see a coin all of a sudden to start skyrocketing up 100 and some % out the blue within like 30 minutes, you missed it.
Yeah.
Like,
don't try and catch the wave.
Don't try to catch the wave.
Yeah.
You will get destroyed doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
But with it, you know, it's a lot of good news coming out for a lot of altcoins. Mm-hmm. You know, new wallets here, conferences, new tech upgrades. So
yeah, the Breaking Bitcoin conference just ended not too long ago, last week, which is probably the biggest one as far as big names meeting up and being able to discuss. I believe Ethereum Classics is in November. So yeah, some big conferences coming. A lot of good innovation coming for some of these coins. I know for instance, Litecoin just got with Open Dime. So now you can, if you view our old Open Down video that I did showing you with Bitcoin, you can do the same thing with Litecoin, which I really think is getting established more as a payment system than Bitcoin since the invention of the Lightning Network. So for those of you who are about the utility of cryptocurrency, not as much investing, it's a very exciting time in order to use it. If you know how to use test nets, I'll probably do a Bridging the Gap video so you can test out some of the stuff we're saying, because that's really what's going to push it in 2018, the fact that you can use it for everyday stuff. I saw this company in Australia, you can pay your bills with Bitcoin now.
Here we go.
And it's only a matter of time before, if the euro or if the dollar catches up with how the euro is progressing, the euro, you can pay bills right now. You can buy plane tickets. I mean, you can buy food and everything through these payment gateways, but US dollar's a little slow because they have the regulations that cripple you. But these innovations are coming, and it's every day. And I mean, even celebrities see it. Who was it this morning? Gene Simmons is all of a sudden interested, the lead singer of Kiss.
But here's my thing too, like
getting soft, Gene.
If you're getting, well, in general, if you're getting your investment advice from these people, like, all right, these people should be so wealthy right now. If they invest in it, cool. If they don't, cool. But they shouldn't even be talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, in 20 years from now, if I'm talking crypto, it's because I'm in the space. Other than that, I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that's my investments. Yeah. It should be like an Apple stock. We talk about Apple stock every day, you know? So it's kind of weird. I'm not sure who all checked our Facebook page yesterday at Kirby Crypto, KRBECRYPTO, that in Twitter. But I'm just going to play a quick clip of how people reacted to the internet back in the day. I mean,
I've never heard it said. I'd always seen the remark, but never heard it said. And then it sounded stupid when I said it. Violence at NBC.
At NBC.
What is the main artery of the information superhighway?
Every business, no matter how large. 86, she thought it was about.
Yeah.
They thought the at sign was about.
I've never heard it said.
And that's Brian Gumble.
That little mark.
What is this internet? So my thing is, we're getting the same feedback for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We said yesterday that you all received, you know, our parents received for the internet back in '95 on national TV. What is internet? What is this, that, email, this, that, and the other? People, and for those who keep saying that Bitcoin is going to fail, one thing you have to understand, it's brand new. Like, it's about to change the entire financial system of the world. Like, can
it progress? I mean, it's not even 10 years old. I mean, it's not even. I mean, come on.
I forget we're in that want it now age.
Yeah.
But once again, for investors and traders, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
The want it now age are the people who are in, a bunch of old people and young people don't know any better, are selling all their Bitcoin right now because they're scared. Buy it up. Think it's next year. Tip jar us like 10% of that earning. We earned it.
Yeah. And like I said, a lot of the newcomers that are coming, they're selling off or whatnot, but what they don't realize is in 2019, when this same stuff happens again, they're gonna probably laugh like we are right now. Because I'm telling you, it's just a repeating cycle of, no, don't buy it. There's something wrong. Don't buy it. So yeah.
I'll tell you now, when by the time Bitcoin does hit that 7K and the 10K mark, expect the same type of retracement. Like, expect it to really drop. When it hits 10K, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down like to 8,200 or something, like within 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be at that 10K mark where a lot of people are going to say, all right, time to take profits. We did good. Hey, I made my million or whatever. I'm done. And then countries, if they don't have a hold on it by then, because it's going to come soon, and if they don't have a hold on it by then, expect the same plays they're doing right now in the playbook. We're going to ban exchanges. We're going to over-regulate. We're going to do this, that. I mean, it might be SWAT team kicking in the door one day. I don't know, okay? Like, they are going to try their hardest at the 10K mark to push it back down as far as it can go before it hits that 15K and then flies off the rail after that. So
yeah, and hopefully by 2020 it'll hit 500K, so we won't have to watch McAfee eat his crotch on national TV. Dig in. Nah, I'm good on that. But hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty bullish, but at the same time, you want to keep an open mind because you never know with most stuff. But as far as the utility, I can see it definitely going there.
Hey, Chris, it's funny, Chris. Hey, I'm putting on the white button up for the next 4 days now.
Oh yeah, that was it.
I don't have enough shirts, so I was like, I just need to start wearing the same one every day. That's gonna be my little school uniform when I come on.
Y'all understand? Get off a cruise every morning.
Yeah, right.
And come in. He was in the Step in the Name of Love video.
It's all right. I'll start wearing my no shirt and a do-rag on. How about that? Y'all get your crypto news from me then.
Oh yeah, thanks everybody on Facebook too.
Yeah, thanks everybody on Facebook. Join the Facebook chat is getting a lot bigger. Anything you want to add to some of this? Like I said, it's been a slow news cycle. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the repeat of it go over and over should kind of make you immune to it at this point.
Yeah, get immune to it. Good news though, we do have a best altcoins we buy coming out today as well. So check that out. It's a coin that we know it's already actually made some movement this morning. So sometimes we pre-record them. We do release them at random times, so they might be late on time, but you can still make money on this one that we're going to send out today, we believe. But we're not professional. Yeah, we're in the crypto business full time, Chris. We consult. So this is what we do. Cosmic George, Satoshi Alite is saying Hubby and OKCoin will have a chat regularly tomorrow. I saw that too. Yeah. So some of the a couple other bigger exchanges are supposed to be talking to government regulators. I mean, but like I said, we really don't care. Yeah. We really don't. Exactly. It's all fun. We don't care what exchanges is talking to regulators. Like, this you have to understand. If they shut down all the exchanges right now, Bitcoin price will momentarily drop. It'll stall and consolidate, and then it'll shoot right back up. Yeah. Like, the money's, this isn't going anywhere. The money's there. Somebody in some country will keep developing exchanges, will keep developing policy, will keep developing ways to trade Bitcoin and buy Bitcoin. Yeah. It's too late. The cat is out of the bag. That is what we keep saying.
Yeah, and Estonia is trying to make it official currency of their country. Like ESTONIA, look them up. Liberland, if you ever heard of them.
Liberland,
right outside of Czechoslovakia, they're built straight on Bitcoin. I've said that before. I think small communities are starting to get built centered around cryptocurrencies, where like-minded people want to just use cryptocurrency. So, hey, if somebody Bitcoin wasn't built just for exchanges to use it.
Right.
So,
and not only that, once again, we're at the beginning of it. So, I mean, you have to take note that it's actually kind of, I mean, it's difficult to use Bitcoin right now, by and large. We give away the free Bitcoin every day, and majority of the time we have to go back and say, hey, we need a better address or something's wrong. We didn't get the right. So it's already tough. They are working out the Kingston technology to make that process easy. And eventually the process will get to the point where they're already trying to work toward it, where Visa's partnering with people. But eventually the process and the blockchain technology and Bitcoin will get to the point where you don't even realize you're using that technology at all.
I personally know someone working on key names for your public key. Let's see.
When we gonna get that? Call them out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Bittrex Part 2. Yeah. It's
stop loss videos.
Yeah. I can't give away all the secrets. But I'll definitely go a little bit more in depth. Like I said, I'll have a trader's toolkit. That's what I'm really working on. Where it'll show more than just Bittrex. So
yeah, we're working on a lot of products right now.
Yeah. So it's a lot coming with bridging the gap. The food poisoning set me back a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely have all that stuff coming out for you. And make sure you watch when it comes out and subscribe and everything, because like I said, showing people how to do it, stop loss during pumps is good, but you want to practice it and constantly look back.
So like I said, people, we just want to, like I said, go back on the Bitcoin price. It's nothing to worry about. It's a fire sale going on. People are buying it left and right. As far as listening to these dinosaurs in the news, unless they're actively talking about shorting it, unless they're coming on the news, if Jamie Dimon's coming on the news saying, hey, we're going to short it, then don't even pay attention. Because the bottom line is, if they're not playing the game, their opinion doesn't matter.
And just a screaming fan from the yelling at LeBron.
They said, so Rosario Sinfield said, what do we think about Litecoin?
Oh, Litecoin.
We like Litecoin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Litecoin. It's been the little brother of Bitcoin forever. I love Litecoin because that's how I kind of got really started into the crypto, because I thought Bitcoin was too much when I first started, which is crazy to say now, but yeah, love Litecoin, love Charlie Lee. Really think it's going to be more of a payment system than Bitcoin long term, just because it's quicker blocks, easier to send, and it's a big community around it. So wouldn't be surprised if that's the payment system and Bitcoin is the gold storage value system. So yeah.
So if you can't tell our overall move right now, we're not shaken by the market. Honestly, it wasn't a huge drop. Maybe you're right. Whether the price of Bitcoin was already inflated or not, it's not a huge drop, people. Yeah. Especially when you look at the year-to-date gain on it. And all that is manufactured. It's just the fact that the two main things I look at when I look at the price of Bitcoin long term is that it's manufactured FUD going around, like I said, by governments, by political financial experts, and all these old people basically. They're manufacturing that FUD, and then it's not easy enough for the normal person to use it yet. Once we crack that part of the technology where they're like, all right, got it. We can install this on everything. People don't even know what's going on. Once it gets to that point, then the price is going to skyrocket. So I'm not really worried about anything.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, Rose.
And that's what we're here to do. Bridge that gap. Because honestly, that's where most people are, is in that in between. Everybody can't be traders and coders, and then everybody can't be just regular business people who have nothing to do with crypto. It's somewhere in the middle where we have to meet, which is really what we're trying to do, is bridge that gap. Because most people, they want to know it, they want to learn it, but most people don't want to show them, or they just want to laugh at them. Oh, you late to the. And it's like, who cares, man? You just found out about it.
Yeah,
it's going through a correction. Yeah,
but it's a forced correction too, so that's why we're not worried. Yeah. Before we forget, let's go with that free Bitcoin today. All right, so how are we going to give away the free Bitcoin?
Let's see. Who do you think is going to be the next country to ban Bitcoin?
There we go. Who's the next country to try to ban Bitcoin?
To try and drive its price down, or whatever ulterior motives people have. What country do you think is going to try and drive it down? Because there are some that's already trying to push it up. Yeah. Korea, Japan. I mean, that market share is going to be great, but China is one of the big ones. What do you think is it? Maybe Venezuela. I mean, they've already done it, but Ecuador, I think, already has done it. It's only a few, but I'm interested to see what country do you think, and what reasons do you think is because they have a dictator?
All four answers.
Are they too socialist, too capitalist, too whatever? All
right. So for the free Bitcoin, do it on our YouTube channel. We like to have the comments there. It's just a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. So as always on our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe first, and in quotations, put which country you think is going to try to ban Bitcoin next and why. Mm-hmm. And for the best comment, we will announce it tomorrow, and we'll make sure you get that free Bitcoin. You have to wait till the video's done, though, so the comments can save, because we can't save the live comments.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Other than that, like I said, we have the best altcoins coming out today. Still trying to get an ICO one in, because there's so many new ICOs. We haven't really worried about a lot of ICO ones, though, because a lot of them are suspect, to be honest with you. And yeah, majority are suspect. And then, like I said, to watch out for the pump and dump groups, because ICOs are trash right now, to be honest.
People be tearing, called it a bubble.
But I don't know. Do anybody got any last minute questions about anything before we get off? We're almost at the 30-minute mark. Like I said, the news cycle's been slow. It's been the same thing every day. They're trying to drive the price down. Just buy, hold on to it, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yep.
I don't know. You got anything you want?
Nope. I accept Bitcoin. That's it. You want to know something? Send it.
Is that what that
say? Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a Coca-Cola shirt today.
Slick.
Oh, okay. Hold on now. That's up to him. I don't do chart analysis.
Everybody, I have people DM me all the time. Say, can you show me? Can you show me? Can you show me? And really, I want to point people in the right direction. I don't necessarily, because I had to learn myself. I had never traded before, only a small amount with the OTC market, but I had never done super technical analysis, looked into stuff. So you got to learn. I mean, but I'll show you, I'll point you in the right direction, show you some good small tips, but everything else, you're going to have to pay for it, brother.
So Dave on Facebook asks, any predictions on how far Bitcoin will drop? So you might have missed a little bit of it, but basically, it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter how far it's going to drop. It can drop to $800.
Yeah, let's just say 500 to keep it safe.
Let's say it dropped to $500 tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Read the white paper. The use case is there. It's going to be here long term. There's a reason why every major government right now, every major financial expert, every major everything is trying to kill it. It's because it actually works, and it's actually going to be the thing that can bring some type of equilibrium to this jacked up system we have in the world right now as far as the financial and the banking system goes. Yeah. So we don't really, we don't really answer predictions, especially publicly, as far as how far the Bitcoin is going to drop, because it just doesn't matter. And then, for those, like I said, for those who think it's going to drop, just ask them if they shorted it, and they didn't, then they're lying.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a McAfee prediction. If Bitcoin isn't 5,000 by the end of the year, I'll eat grits on live TV.
There you go. He'll eat grits, but no. Yeah. So once again, don't worry about the Bitcoin price. It literally goes through. If you check back to all the high price points, when it hit $1,200, when it hit $2,000, when it hit $3,000, when it hit $3,500. Look at all those dates and look at the following dates, like the next 3 days after, and it all drops every time. Like it drops by a lot every time. It drops 20-30%.
35% usually.
But yeah, which is why we tell people all the time, last thing I'm going to put in there, we tell people all the time, this isn't for the weak of heart. If this is shaking you right now, you might not want to be invested, or you might not want to look at it anymore. Because this is, honestly, this is the day-to-day of Bitcoin. Everybody doesn't have their money just in Bitcoin. People spread out throughout all coins. So this is a day-to-day process. There's coins every day that people are in there are dropping 30%, 40% every day. And then a few days later, they go up. Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, and that's the thing with this, people, you're getting extraordinary returns. You can't be happy. You can't, oh, well, we got 1,000% or 500%, and then it drops 30%, and you're like, wait, what's going on with the market? It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's right. Telegram,
man, they be killing it.
Oh, I know you ain't shook, Dave. I'm talking about general. I'm looking at YouTube, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and so with District, see the light? Haven't looked that much into it. Definitely been doing more research on other stuff, but we did a video on District a while back. I think it does have a chance just because of the idea of it. Like I said before, I think people will start building small communities built around cryptocurrency. So I can definitely see that taking off. Not gonna pump it or dump it. I don't really do that. But yeah.
Let's see. I think that's all. Like I said, same old song. Price is crazy. Don't worry. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some more news that's actually going on that affects the prices, or not necessarily the prices, the technology in general. Because like I said, right now the governments and everybody they're working together. They're trying to keep this thing down. Oh, the last one I would say, for anybody, let's start writing down the names of everybody who says Bitcoin, because I think some guy went on CNBC yesterday or today and said Bitcoin once again is only for North Korean hackers, drug dealers, and criminals or something. Well, I've never been to North Korea. I don't mess with drugs, and I don't commit crimes. So we already know that's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just,
but
oh yeah.
There you go. All right. Hope you all have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, make sure you put that comment in there so we can find somebody to give some free Bitcoin to. You can follow us at Kirby Crypto, KRBE CRYPTO at YouTube. Of course, here, Facebook, Instagram that we never use, and Twitter. And then I'm on my iGo Live here at KingBless.com. iGo Live is like a streaming service for those who don't know. It's like a 24/7 streaming service. So, if you want to catch behind the scenes sometimes, you can check it out. And we're just doing a bunch of boring stuff, staring at computers.
Oh yeah.
All right. Take care. Until tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Ban China.
Don't
let China ban you.